watching the rhyme, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shits,
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Thor Ragnarok movie Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure Waves Hela. If you're trying to pick this up, you can pre-order it right now.
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Now these figures are popping up at retail stores, mostly Walgreens at the moment, so you can go that route, or you could lock it in at BBTS. Anyway, on the side you can see this nice image of Hela, and then on the very back there's this beautiful product shot. There's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, pause it now. There's the other figures of the wave, and then we get this hella sick Hela on the side right over there, and then we get Mjolnir on the very top, and not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here we have Hela out of the packaging, and this is a gorgeous figure. Gotta say right off the bat, one of my favorite figures from this wave. I really do think she is one of the better figures. I really like the design of this character. I think Marvel Studios just nailed it for the design choice. I mean, just look at that thing. That is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so let's get a closer look at her sword. I don't know if it has a name, so if it does have a name, please let me know. But then after that, we'll take a closer look at Hela. So after doing some research, there's actually a few possibilities of which sword this is. It could be the Knight Sword, which doesn't have a whole lot of specifics online as far as the powers of the Knight Sword, but it does emanate these green flames, and it's strong enough to go toe-to-toe against Mjolnir. It could also be the all-black Necro Sword, which controls darkness, and it could also be the Sword of Twilight, or the Sword of Doom, which was crafted by Surtur, and it is built to bring upon Ragnarok to the gods, which I think this one actually is. So I have a feeling that this is the Sword of Twilight or the Sword of Doom. But look at how well this is sculpted. I really like this a lot. All those details in there. It looks fantastic. I'm very pleased with this. Doesn't that look awesome? I think they did a great job with it. Now she only holds it in one hand. As you saw earlier, she's holding it in only the right hand. This hand is wide open, so she can't really hold it over there. I mean, I guess you could try, but it'll be kind of weird. You know, it doesn't look too terrible, so you can make it work if you'd like. Now to very briefly discuss the history of Hela, she is the goddess of death in the Marvel Comics as well in the Thor Ragnarok movie. She is the daughter of Loki, but from a different dimension. I think it's from the previous god of mischief, Loki. I'm not 100% certain on that. It's a little bit hazy, but daughter of Loki is who she is supposed to be. And I really think Marvel Studios just nailed this design choice as far as trying to respect the source material. I just think it's just an awesome choice, and I love the head sculpt of this figure. I really do like it a lot. There's some parts with the paint that I think could have been just a tiny bit cleaner, right? As you look right over there, and they could have maybe added just a tad more green on these little spike pieces, but I mean, for the most part, I really like it a lot. I just think that looks awesome. I love the green lipstick. I love how pale she is. I think that is great. And then she has all the antlers right over there, which looks fantastic. I mean, you got to give her these, man. That is sick. And they're made out of a, you know, fairly firm material, but it's still a bit pliable so that, you know, if you drop it or something, it's not going to break on you. I think that looks great. Very pleased with that. If you wanted to get like a transformation thing going on, you can pop this off if you want to. There is this scene where you see her in the trailer, kind of like, you know, she's like rubbing her face and like the horns start really popping out, or the antlers start really popping out and everything like that. So if you want to do some stop motion and try to get that effect going. Now she does come with two head sculpts. We have this head sculpt right here where everything's, you know, popping out of the side of her head and everything, of course. But then we also get the Cate Blanchett head sculpt, which I think is amazing. Yeah, I really like this a lot. And comparing this head sculpt to some images I found online, I think they just did a fantastic job. I really dig this head sculpt mostly because of this detail with the veins. I don't remember seeing that kind of detailed work from Hasbro before. I mean, that's just so well done. That is just great. And I love the pale flesh tone. It's very suiting. I think it does look like Cate Blanchett. I like how the paint on the mouth looks. It looks like it's just very accurately placed deco to me, and I think they just did a fantastic job with this. I also love the hair sculpt. I think Hasbro's been stepping up their hair sculpt lately, and I think that looks great. I don't have my Phoenix 2-pack in the mail yet. It should be arriving shortly, but that looks like it has awesome hair sculpting as well, and this just really impresses me. I'm just very pleased with this. I like this a lot. You know, originally I wanted to see Eva Green play Hela, but having Queen Elizabeth over here playing Hela, I think that's probably a better choice. I mean, that's why you have casting directors. That's why that job exists. Anyway, looking at the rest of the figure, it looks fantastic with this metallic green paint throughout. I really like it. You can see the black and the flesh tone gets a little fuzzy over there. Same thing at the top of the shoulder. You can see the green hard plastic coming through, so that's a little unfortunate. Not so much on that side right there, but for the most part you're getting this very nice texturing on the black sections, and I just, again, love the metallic green. It looks fantastic. And then looking at the cape, you can see that it's made out of fairly soft material, so not too shabby. Nice wrinkles sculpted in there and everything. I dig that. It does attach via port to her neck right over there, so that looks pretty good. They did kind of skimp out on the green paint on the very back right here, which I can't say I'm too bummed out about because, I mean, really, she's going to have her cape on most of the time. And then you can see some nice sculpting right here on the shoulder pad right there. The arms look really good. I really like the hands a lot. They even have all the fingernails painted. All these little sculpted lines around her hand look great. They even have the hinge painted and everything right there. You can see the hinge going sideways, so that looks really good. Love that. And the torso looks great. Just throughout, it's just very nice, and she's nice and curvy, right? Hella nice nalgas. Really good. And then looking right over here on the legs, really good, man. Just throughout, a beautiful piece. I love this figure. This is a really good figure. Then she has these like short heels right over here. Looking pretty good. She does have peg holes underneath her feet. So I'm going to show off the articulation with the Cate Blanchett head sculpt on here first, just because it's a little bit more limited in movement than the other head sculpt. She does have a little bit of this forward shifting and back thing going on, so you can get the head to look up just that much. Now this hair is actually very firm, strong material. It's not as pliable as some of the other hair that we're seeing on figures lately, so yeah, she'll only look up that much. She will look down a lot though, and you can get side to side movement over here without it getting caught in the cape. You know, you can see it turning side to side, and you also get some head wobbling right over there, so there's a little bit of pivot so you can get some expressions going. And just pop that off and put on the other Hela head sculpt on there, and then you can see that this one can look much farther upward than the other head sculpt, and again, she'll look down very far. You get side to side movement and head wobbling. We get some good shoulder joints right here that can move all the way outward. It's a little tricky to move them, but you can move them outward that much on both sides, so that's cool. The cape tends to pop off on you, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave that aside right there. And then you can move the arms down this far, which isn't too bad, and you could rotate 360. We only get a single jointed elbow. Wish we had double jointed elbows. That does not bend in that far, and you could rotate at the elbow, and you also get rotation at the wrist, and it hinges up and down. Again, on the right side we get the roll of the dice motion instead. We have this great diaphragm joint right here that turns side to side. You get a great amount of pivot, and she moves forward a little bit and back a little bit more so, which I think looks really good. I like having her able to do that, you know, that's pretty sweet. And she has hip joints that move outward that far, and she will kick forward this much and not back much at all. She has an upper thigh cut, doublet jointed knees, and then her ankles move down and they move up a little bit. Wish they could move up a little bit more than that. And she does have ankle pivot. Actually forgot to mention a couple of gripes with the articulation for me, is I wish I could move her arms closer to her body, as well as being able to move the legs closer to the center as well. But anyway, measuring her out, she stands fairly tall. You could see that Hela is standing just a little bit shy of 8 inches tall. And for your Hela comparison, we have our MCU Hela next to the comic book version of Hela right there. And man, didn't they do a fantastic job with this design? I absolutely love it. I mean, even all the lines and everything right over here, it's just great. I'm very, very happy. And then comparing Hela next to the only other two figures from this wave that I've already reviewed, we have the brand new Ares right over there, and then we have the Thor Ragnarok Thor. And then here's Hela next to the Avengers Age of Ultron Amazon exclusive Thor figure, and I do remember seeing the trailer and Thor looking like this. So if you wanted to go ahead and pose juxtapose this figure around with this Thor figure, I think that would be appropriate, right? And then comparing Hela next to another green meanie, here she is next to the Marvel Legends Big Time No Letdown Spider-Man. I've had Immigrant songs stuck in my head throughout the whole course of this review. I am so stoked for this movie, and one thing I wanted to talk about really quick is this going to be Thanos' love interest? Because there's a possibility that Marvel Studios could just totally dismiss the Skull death character from the Marvel Comics and use this as the goddess of death that Thanos falls in love with. It's a possibility, right? Because I could imagine it would be kind of confusing and a bit more complicated for the cinematic universe to have two deaths, right? Because there's death and then there's Hela, the goddess of death. I know they're different characters, but I'm just assuming or guessing that it's possible that the MCU can combine them as one, and this would be Thanos' love interest. And if that was the case, I wouldn't be that bummed out about it. Actually, I think that would be kind of sick. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on that idea. And let me know your thoughts on this review. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this review. Let me know what you think of this figure. If you're not subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more ShartimusPrime videos coming your way. And if you're already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell, not just to make sure that my videos are showing up in your subscription feed, but also to let you know immediately when the next ShartimusPrime video is posted. And I gotta give a big thanks to all these people over here, making me feel privileged to take the time out to make these videos. If you're interested, check the link in the description below for Team Shartimus. And if you want to see a photo gallery of images, it'll all be over at marvelousnews.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
I'm gonna play with my toys today. 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 Well, I don't care what the strangers say. I'm gonna play with my toys today.
That's crispy.
We're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your face. I said we're shot in your face. I said we're shot.